Hi, I'm Ellis Paul, and you're watching live from Club Cafe, the next stage of music.
Tonight on Live at Club Cafe, Maia Sharp. She inherited the gift of writing songs from her dad, but it took a while to get comfortable performing them on stage.
I knew that it was going to be a serious part of my life, and I also knew that if I wanted these songs to ever be heard, I was going to have to get over this thing of being in the spotlight.
Plus, Ellis Paul. He helped create the modern folk movement while playing at coffee houses all around Boston.
We took ourselves way too seriously, I think that's the first thing that happens when you really create a scene around yourselves. Is you start acting like you deserve your attitude.
Two great artists, one great night. Sit back, you're watching Live at Club Cafe, the next stage in music. Hi, I'm Mara McFalls, and we're at Club Cafe on Pittsburgh's South Side. Now, kicking off tonight's show is Maia Sharp. Maia makes jazzy rock records. She plays the guitar, the keyboards, the sax, and she sings. But she is just as happy to duck out of the spotlight and write songs for other artists, like Bonnie Raitt and the Dixie Chicks. But tonight, we've got her doing it all, live at Club Cafe.
I'll close my eyes for a minute. Sleep won't come easy tonight. Here in the dark, I can finally see that I've always got what I've given. I've never given enough. Now I don't know if this is for you or for me, but I'm living in a tinderbox, hosing down the roof. It's raging all around me, and I still refuse to move. There's a lesson I'm desperate to learn, and I'm willing to burn.
There was always music in the house. There was always a flow of people playing music in the house. I think as long as I can remember, there's been somebody staying in the house that was in the band that, you know, just kind of wanted to start over, that needed a place to stay. My dad's always been a songwriter, singer-songwriter, producer, musician, so I saw firsthand that even though a career choice might be hard, if it's something that you love, it's worth all of the ups and downs.
Your heart's in another place. Your dreams see another face. Your touch, it isn't meant for me. It feels like an apology. Oh, when you're by my side and it occurs to you all that you have left her needs tonight, she get roses too.
Biggest fan, and we're best friends, and it's really hard to describe what it's like to have been in this and done this so long, and then to see her come along and pick it up and turn it into her own thing too. You know, a lot of people make the assumption that she just kind of jumped on somebody else's bandwagon, but that's not really the case. She took advantage of what was around her and learned what she could, and went on and learned stuff that I'm learning from her now. So it's really great to see it.
In 1997, she met Miles Copeland, who opened the doors to an experience that really inspired her young career.
He had this crazy, genius idea to bring out 24 songwriters to this chateau in the hills of France to write in groups of 3 for 8 days straight. And every day we're put into a new group of 3, and every night we're expected to record whatever we wrote that day.
At the Chateau, Maia worked with Carole King, Kim Ritchie, and Pittsburgh's own Bill Deasy. But her favorite writing partner is still her dad, Randy, and their song Home helped win the Dixie Chicks a Grammy.
Somehow I saw you as a weakness. I thought I had to be strong. But I was just young, I was scared, I was wrong. Night and night goes by, I don't dream, I'm wandering through the home that might have been. I listen to my pride when my heart cried out for you. Now every day I wake again in a house that might have been a home.
After 2 years of writing for other people, Maia's back in the spotlight with her third CD, Fine Upstanding Citizen.
That's when the fire turned cold. Maybe you're not supposed to hold something wild. Oh, but how could I resist? I am only human. How could I not want you when you looked at me that way with fire in your eyes? I hoped was burning for me. I couldn't take all that temptation for another day. You were so beautiful from where I stood, so I chased you down and held you as close as I could. That's when the fire turned cold. Maybe you're not supposed to hold something wild.
Red Dress, Kim Ritchie and I wrote that, and I remember writing that at her house, and it was originally inspired by a chapter out of the Yaya Sisterhood, where the mother of the lead character as a child is put into this home for kind of wild children, because she just liked to have fun and laugh and skip and smile and be a kid. And her mom put her into this home because she didn't like the way she was acting, where she couldn't smile or skip or laugh or wear anything but black and white. And so I thought that was a really good idea. Kim and I very quickly brought it over to the metaphor of the music business, and how sometimes you're not allowed to put the red on. You gotta kind of keep it gray and easy to access. So we wrote this. It's a little bit of an in-your-face song.
You've gotta love this place. Here conformity is king. They'll wipe that smile right off your face, give you a list of songs you're allowed to sing. La 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 la, la 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 la. Yeah, you can say what's on your mind, as long as it's on their minds too. It isn't in their hearts to find a little room for some other point of view. La 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 la, la 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 la. In take my red dress away.
Maia's latest CD, Fine Upstanding Citizen, is in stores now. If you want to find out more about her or her music, you can check out our website at clubcafelive.com. And now stay tuned, because coming up next is Ellis Paul. You're watching Live at Club Cafe.
Live at Club Cafe is powered by Comcast and sponsored by Budweiser True Music and Saturn of Wexford, Saturn of West Liberty, and Saturn of Pleasant Hills.
Our next guest for tonight's show is Ellis Paul. Now, Ellis has been honing his craft since his college days, where he would play coffee shops all around Boston. And it was back in the early 90s that he started hanging out with a rising group of singer-songwriters like Patty Griffin and Dar Williams, Jonathan Brooke, and Vance Gilbert. And it was this group of people that helped launch the modern folk movement. Some people compare him to Woody Guthrie, but you can see for yourself tonight, live at Club Cafe.
My name is Robert Wilson. I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I've been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. I walked the boulevard in Hollywood. I caught a Vegas show that was no good. Met a dancer there who starred in a Broadway play. But it's a lonely world from this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days, 3,000 miles. Oh, I've come a long, long way, 3,000 miles. Now 21, that's as good a guess as any age that I'd confess to. Let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Back in school I found the only written truth on bathroom stalls and telephone booths. I studied a while, but college got in my way. Man, I've learned much more from the back of this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days, 3,000 miles. Oh, I've come a long way, 3,000 miles.
We used to sing around the piano and Christmas and that kind of thing, which was good. And up in Maine, you know, I got top 40 radio, so there was a lot of AC/DC happening at that time, and Billy Joel, and there wasn't any country stations that I can remember much. But I didn't really discover songwriting as something I wanted to do until I was in college and discovered Dylan and Neil Young and, you know, Joni Mitchell and folks like that. And then I fell into it and got a guitar.
Since his days in Boston, Ellis has played sold-out shows across the country, and this year he puts out his 11th CD called American Jukebox Fables. Now, he's crisscrossed the states and collected these stories that reflect the America he's experienced while on the road.
Leo's is the club up in heaven where all the martyrs hang out. Gandhi staggers in with John Lennon. They'll start a bar fight, no doubt. When you lay, we follow. When you bleed, all the masses feel your pain. Plant your seed, setting sun. Flowers are growing inside our brain. Now Jesus don't need no introduction. He's got a famous old man and a party for 12. I see Cobain, he's in the Angels That Fell, a local tour bar band. When you lay, we follow. When you bleed, the masses feel your pain. Plant your seed, setting sun. Flowers are growing inside our
Alice's Champagne Palace is a notorious bar in Homer, Alaska that a lot of fishermen hang out at, and it's a great place. I play there frequently when I'm in Alaska.
You take a rickety plane from Seattle up into Anchorage. Step on the concrete in the shadow of the midnight sun. I'll bring my pickup, brother, we'll drive. We'll bring your troubles down Highway 9. There's a pull-out couch and I got a job lined up at the cannery. It's your ride to Homer, Alaska, brother, and the drinks, they'll be on me. We'll raise a glass, lift a chalice. Welcome to Alice's Champagne Palace, the finest bar in the strip on Homer, Alaska. If you're from New York, Dallas, you'll find a home at the Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you a cold when you go ahead and ask her if you're running away to Alaska.
Stick around, we've got more from Ellis Paul coming up next. You're watching Live at Club Cafe.
The mountain. Some George Jones, some Beatles songs, a little Dylan, some Rolling Stone, Joni Mitchell and Marvin Gaye and Johnny Cash, risen from the ashes on my grave. That's Johnny Cash there singing Ring of Fire upon my grave. When I'm gone, on my judgment day, put a quarter in the jukebox upon my grave.
Ellis has a dedicated following, and that includes the filmmakers, the Farrelly brothers, who think he's a national treasure. They handpicked one of his songs for their movie, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Now out on the sidewalk, the pigeons do the moonwalk. Me, I'm dancing like Fred Astaire. The lampposts are rocking, the whole town's talking like a fool in a barber's chair. Get the sensation, joy and frustration, like being caught by a drop of cold rain. Freedom can numb you when there's no place to run to. It feels just like Novocaine gone. You gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out. It's calling to you, and it sounds like a song. It hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your hand. Once you're the cat and just climbed on the merry-go-round. Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey.
Ellis Paul's latest CD, American Jukebox Fables, is in stores now. If you want to check out more about Ellis or Maia Sharp, you can go to our website at clubcafelive.com. But first, it's time to check out this week's Buzz. We're back for this week's Buzz. It's where we show you some of the freshest music that's out there now. And this week, there are over 70 new CDs released. So let's check a few out. America Hi-Fi puts out their latest, Hearts on Parade. Now, they're a power pop band from Boston, and they're perfect for 30-year-old teenagers. And from power pop to playful pop, the Australian band Architecture in Helsinki's got a new one out. It's called In Case We Die. Switching gears a bit is Muck Tube. They're a Seattle band that's been on the best band lists all over America and UK. And you should check out their latest CD called Say What You Mean. And finally, we've got Martha Wainwright. Now, Martha's got music coursing through her veins. Both her parents and her brother Rufus are all musicians. And Martha's going to be playing at Club Cafe to promote her debut CD, Martha Wainwright. Martha moved from Montreal down to New York to really get deep into her music. And it's nothing new that Canadian musicians have thrived in the States, eh? From Neil Young and Leonard Cohen to Katie Lang. But there is a new crop of young Canadians that you should really turn your ears to. Like the two Canadian rappers, Chaos, who's got a Caribbean feel, and Buck65, who mixes in some country. And of course, there's no shortage of pop with Stars, The Arcade Fire, and Broken Social Scene. And then there are the new wave hipsters, Tegan and Sarah, and garage rockers, Hot Hot Heat, the classic rocker, Sam Roberts, and the alt-country favorite, Kathleen Edwards. It's a Canadian invasion, so watch out for them. Stick around, because when we come back, we're going to dip into the Club Cafe archives for a special performance from the legendary Jimmy Dale Gilmore. We'll be right back.
This Buzz segment was brought to you by Saturn of Wexford, Saturn of West Liberty, and Saturn of Pleasant Hills. Saturn, people first. Budweiser True Music presents A Moment in Time from the Club Cafe archives.
When he first knew his beauty, he brought no flowers, and she never asked him why. Although she shared his love of duty, he chased the wind in search of glory. She went beside him till he tried to reach the sky. Then she would wait to hear his story, and love was all that stayed between them. Music always played between them. Holy gifts were laid between them, but they could not see them for each other.
Thanks for joining us tonight. And now here's a preview of next week's show.
Shut the light, shut the light. Let me alone. Hey, 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 let me alone.
That's our show for tonight. I'm Mara McFalls, and we'll see you next week.
When they drop by, can drop a quarter down and hear Roy Orbison's cry. A flood of memories come wave by wave, carried by the voice inside the jukebox